find a way to make them consistent. That's twice I've tried. Like, I did it the other night, and they worked once and failed once. Actually, vice versa. They failed once and worked once. What's up, Heiko? What's going on? Yo, Swiggy, thank you for the luck. Well, I actually have... I'm doing any percent right now, and speaking of World Recce, I actually have the record in this category, but not for long. Uko is about to take it. So, figured I better get up off my ass and try to improve the record with the new manip that's out. The Brick Road manip. What was your time? Yo, Heiko, thanks for the follow. I just assumed you were following me already. Oh, you did rocket on the shield turn. Oh, man. Yo, Mighty Mouth, what's up, man? I'm doing good, hope you are. Oh, you're using a different emote this time. No more of that, I don't know what that... Was it like a Pokemon or something? I don't know, some sort of animal. So much for those inputs. I literally just kind of poking around. There it is. There it is. What is that thing? I don't know what that thing is. Kind of looks like a dog. It's a Keaton. What's a Keaton? 118 is not that bad. I had a 116 and a 115 because I died to Strong and Ant, respectively, in my first two races. But then I got a 106. Made me feel better. The fox thingy from Zelda. I like it. I like it. I like both of them. So yeah, I'm gonna do this run. I kind of just want to see if I can actually even do this. I think I can. I think I remember it all. It's gonna look the same through Onet. Do the same Onet manip. Yo, Marquez, what's up? Oh, not much. Aliens. Got my beer and my snack. Right on. Roll safe. You're expecting resets. Well, you're in luck, because resets are part of this run. Because this is the glitched category. It allows hard resets. Unlike glitchless. Yeah, I learned the Brick Road manip today, Heiko. I mean, I don't claim to be consistent at it, but I did it. I know it and I did it. But it's pretty tough because Bubble Monkey. I seem to drop it going into Pond Cave a lot. Like, just getting the skips in Brick Road is not that bad. If that happened, rather than resetting and riding Tessie again, I probably would just run back into Brick Road and save and reset and do the old Pond Cave manip that I'm used to. I think it would be quicker. It would still probably be faster than not getting any skips at all in Brick Road. Oh, just been working a lot. Well, hey, at least it's Friday. Like, what's that Rebecca Black song? It's Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody looking forward to the weekend. Partying, partying, yeah. Partying, partying, yeah. Fun, 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 fun. I don't want this weekend to end. Something like that. This is the most of that song I have ever heard. Well, you're missing out. You haven't heard that masterpiece? It's a masterpiece. Partying, partying, yeah. You get stuck in your head, man. Swear. I really don't feel like I am. Well, I can't necessarily say that you're wrong. Unfollows. Wow. Wow, Kanata. Wow. I guess you don't like partying on Friday. Someone doesn't like fun. Ugh. What's up, dude? Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Apparently that song launched her career, though. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a super successful career, but she did other, I think she made other records, or people don't make records anymore, other albums, I guess. Wow. My mouth is so dry. Yeah, I guess they do. But I mean, they're not like they used to. Yeah. It used to be like standard. Practice. Standard practice and procedure. Yeah, it's like the old throwback thing. Records are just warmer. I like that warm, rich feel. Funny, Bearded Stranger was actually just saying that in one of his streams recently. A 2640 or 4X. X gonna give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Oh, he gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, and we're gonna stop. Don't let it go. Oh man. It is. This is any percent. The manip is the same for Onet, and then the run will diverge from there. We will do some glitches as soon as I get into Tucson. Well, I mean, I gotta buy skip sandwiches, and then I will cliff skip into Threed. But the manip is the same. You can skip Starman, but that's tasks only. You have to do frame perfect stutters, and I think it's like a minimum of 3 or 4 of them. You can, yeah, exactly. You can also menu buffer, which is a little more RTA viable, but that ruins the manip because you have to open the menu an indeterminate number of times over and over. And even if you could route in like buffer that you would have to subtract from, that still would be incompatible with this route. You can also death warp past them, but at least for, yeah, like even for the rest of Onet, unless you're just gonna like go do like debug menu, that puts you at a disadvantage because you don't get any of the money from them. I don't think you can afford all the gear in the drugstore if you do that, and you don't get the levels, so you don't have enough offense to one-shot the sharks and everything, or the cops. Everything becomes a longer fight. It's just not practical. It's not viable. Maybe here, since I'm not buying the cheap bracelet, but I know James did it in Mother 2, and then he immediately realized he was basically soft-locked because he couldn't afford all the gear, and the sharks murdered him because of the lower stats and the lack of all the gear. Scrap the run. But yeah, it is possible, but it's just not really RTA viable. Because first off, it's just way too hard, and even if you could do it, you know, there's the repercussions that I just mentioned. Because James didn't even think about that when he did it, and he's like, shit, he's like, well, he didn't say that because James doesn't swear, but he was like, oh man, I didn't even think about this. And if you do the death warp strat, you lose half when you die. Plus, you would have to manip the spawn. Yeah, you start with 20. And I think Dad gives you, what, like 30? I mean, you might have already been considering that. Yeah, you have to have low health because Buzz is scripted to always do the shield, and then he's going to attack, and he's going to murder anything that's there. But yeah, I mean, it is possible. I've done it on emulator with save states, just tapping the D-pad, like flicking it, just flicking it. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but then you're wasting a bunch of time. It is possible, though. What's up, J Salvation? Do-do-do-do-do. Mother Funland, what is that? Starman can kill the whole party? What do you mean a random encounter? You talking about like Ghost of Starman? Because he always does Starstorm first turn? EarthBound Comics. Sounds interesting. But what do you mean a random encounter, though? Because that's a scripted fight. And it's a boss fight. Yeah, it's Starman Jr. But what do you mean a random encounter, though? Because that's not random. The random encounters are the dogs, crows, and snakes on the hill. You're saying you can get a random encounter on the hill and it's actually Starman Jr.? Is that what you're saying? No, I've never heard of that. That'd be pretty crazy. All the text? You're not talking about the fan translation, right? By Tomato or whatever? Oh, what was I stuck on? I never get stuck on anything there. I know there's like a Mother 1+2 game or whatever. That's the copy or the version they use to speedrun Mother 1. Like Skate, Nuko, they run it. Oh, well, it's impossible for Starman to kill you unless you level up, like someone was saying, and get Shield Alpha, because you can negate Buzz's shield, but you have to do that on purpose. It takes forever. But Buzz keeps you alive with the Shield Sigma. It would take forever to grind for that. There's a fan translation for Mother 1+2. I don't know about the Funland thing. Oh, spilled on your pajamas? I heard something about somebody doing that, like leveling up to, I think it was in Final Fantasy VII, like hitting the max level at the very beginning of the game. I don't know why. I think it took them like forever. There is a sequel. It's Mother 3. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, there must be more that I don't know about it then. I really don't know a lot about it. I've just seen Uko and Skateman do it. Yeah, the reactor. Like, that was recent, wasn't it, that he did it? Or I heard about it recently. I assume it was recent, because it seemed like the news was going around. Yeah, I don't know. Buzz died. Unless you're talking about remaking it, but Mother 3 is the sequel to this game. How long did it take him to hit 99? Did it take him, like, months? Oh, fuck! I should have said spoiler alert! Spoilers! I'm sorry. Didn't mean to spoil it. That's funny. $500 hours. That's more than I've been doing EarthBound, I think. Oh, fuck. So we might be off here, but there might be a backup. This Tucson manip, if it was off, it'd be a reset, but I just need to get out of O-Net. So if it's back up, doesn't matter. Okay, it's my backup. So I'm gonna lose a few seconds. That's fine. I really need to grind that movement out and see what causes it. Alright, so this is a backup I routed out, because I would get that detective movement a lot. Oh, now it's just rip, I think. Oh no, we're still good. It converged. Yikes, never done that before. It's good to know that converges. Oh, I get a burger drop, though, which is actually bad for any percent. I'm gonna have to drop it. I mean, it's a D-Rust run, so it doesn't matter. Now, this one you can't auto-fight. You have to actually mash it out. What's up, Solvis? I think this backup loses about 5-6 seconds. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more for any percent since I'm gonna have to drop the burger. This is rocking. But yeah, I used to get this bad RNG so much that I just routed this out. Like, one day I noticed that I used to get this bad RNG, and it would always smash second turn on the first cop, just kind of mashing bash out of frustration. And one day I just kept mashing, and I noticed the first 3 cops got a second turn smash. So this guy's B-rocking. He's gonna guard both times. And then rocking. You don't even get hit. So yeah, I lost 6 seconds, almost. 5.79, but that's because I flubbed the first one. I was going to go to bash, but then I backed out and went to auto. If I hadn't done that, it would have been right about 5 seconds. But I might have to drop the burger. If this was glitchless, pre-Mondomole manip, the burger would make it so you don't have to buy a croissant in Happy. But this doesn't work. This does not lead into the Tucson manip. Toot said it might be possible. Oh, this is going to suck too, because I don't think I have mushroom manip for this. I'm gonna try an L. I know I had something one time that worked. I'm gonna lose more time. But like I said, this is a D-Rust run, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Wait, this is any percent. What the fuck am I doing? You don't get an exit mouse. That's manip. Fucking field goal. Do you see that field goal? Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did a any percent run. Yeah, derust indeed. I think I just fucked up. I think I bought too many, and now I'm not gonna be able to afford the cold remedy. I'm gonna have to use the ATM. I was like, okay, I'll buy one extra since this is derust, you know? Yeah. Still got it on the cliff skips. Look at that shit. Why did I buy a fucking extra? I'm the fucking man at cliff skips, I'm telling you. Like, that was so stupid. Why did I doubt myself and think I needed an extra sandwich? Those were amazing. Yes, I do. Look at the bottom of my splits. That pulls from speedrun.com. Guess I should have eaten that. Shit. I should have just eaten the extra one, give me some extra walking speed, but I think I'm gonna have to use the ATM to buy the cold remedy. I want to say it's $22 and I have 21. I bought an extra skip because I was like, oh, I'm rusty, I haven't done this in a while. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this fucking flew through them. Yep, $1 short, fucker. Thank you, thank you. Those were amazing cliff skips. The rest of this run is not that good, but those were good. Yeah, I've had the record in this category for about 5 months, and nobody's seriously challenged it. So there's really been no reason for me to run it. But there's new manip out that gets through Brick Road. So the record is there for the taking. Like, I won't say it's free, because even Uko's been having some trouble. Because he even said, he was like, it was a mistake to think of this as being free. But the manip is just... This run cannot stand up to the manip. Because I only got one skip instead of both. I'm going to attempt the manip. There's a very good chance I'll mess it up, so I may have to try multiple times here. But like I said, you restaurant. What's up, Crow? I hadn't bought that extra skip and had to drop it, and hadn't had to do backup cops and get the extra burger and the time loss, I'd probably be about even with record right now. Hell, if I can just even get through this run, remembering everything, I think that would be an accomplishment. Okay, so for this brick road manip, we only grab the hat. I'm also going to drop the spray can early. I've started doing this in glitchless due to early Mondomol. I used to wait until I grabbed the hat and everything, but if you drop the spray can before you try to use, the spray can, before you try to use the first locker, it reduces the number of cursor movements every time you check the locker from 2 to 1. I'll show you that right now. See how it's only 1 cursor movement instead of 2 for the key? It'll be the same for the bad key machine. You need to drop that anyway. You might as well do it when you have the menu open. Okay, so get the pop gun. Hope I remember this manip. You have to get that, or Tony won't let you leave. You don't have to equip it. I think I have to drop some stuff here now. I think I dropped the... Come on. Oh, I can't open the menu there until the music starts. So drop the egg, drop the pop gun, right? I didn't know that. Yeah, I was trying to open the menu. I guess it's kind of like after you do the death warp, you can't open the menu for a few seconds. Weird. Yeah, Crow, I'm derusting some any percent. It's been months I've run this. So like I said, I don't have any notes, this is all from memory. And then this part's new, so there's a very good chance I'll mess this up. Part of me wanted to stay focused on the early Mondomol stuff, but I completed a run last night, and I feel like I've got that manip down. So since I dropped the spray can, which I did in my PB, so it's not really a time save, although I did save on the cursor movements, this guy, I will not get the text saying that Jeff fixed it. Yeah, well, so far I haven't really even gotten into the manip. This is all the easy part, because this is pretty close to glitchless. Yeah, I had to do backup cops, so I lost some time there. But this is the new manip that I just learned earlier, so if I'm gonna mess anything up, it's probably this. I have to save in the next tent. Come on, get in there. Almost got the photo. Oh boy, time to sequence break. Not yet, but close. Well, I went kind of far to the right. I hope that doesn't matter. I mean, I guess if I messed it up, I can just continue without the manip. Because this is new. I've never done this before. Oh, really, Marquez? You can go up and around. You can go up and around the top. But yeah, so this, I did this manip right here on emulator earlier. This is something new. This is brand new manip. So there's a lot going on in this game. We've got the early Mondomol manip by Tootler 5 or 7. This Brick Road manip is made by Bakafon, aka Fawner, who is an any percent runner. I think he's got like a 106. And Daniel, aka Daniel RGT, former world record holder in this category. Daniel took it from Nemi, James took it from Daniel, and I took it from James. So Daniel helped make this manip more consistent on accident, because you do an L after the first proto, and it says, who are you talking to? Because the empty present is checkable, but it has no text. So he thought it was an AA, so he did an AA, and it just coincidentally made everything so much better. Yeah, Ari routed the rest of it. Like, the rest of it. The graveyard manip is left in from Nemi to set up the first stairs glitch. And SDFG, anti-perfect routed Starman manip, SDFG routed the rest of Onet. Right bad. Yeah, I think this is off already. Nope. 367. The second graveyard was Ari. The first one is left in from Nemi, where you get the secret herb. That is probably Rip right there. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna do the old manip. I'm pretty sure getting stuck there was Rip. I'm gonna do the old Brick Road manip. See if I remember it. Yo, Nolan with the sub. Thank you so much, dude. The resub. Damn, it's been 3 months already. Not much, just de-rusting any percent. So I'm gonna do the old. This is the old. This is Daniel's concave manip. Hopefully I remember it. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think you have either. But yeah, Heiko, he said he left in the graveyard from Nemi just because it was hard to find anything better. That's like right after Jeff joins. Okay, so I got it. So that's... I screwed up, but I got both skips though, so I should still be on PB pace. This is not going to be like a destruction pace, but this should still be good because I got the skips, which is really all that matters. If I could be the first to get a 103, I think that would be something to be proud of too. Yeah, man, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. The continued support. But yeah, after watching Uko almost beat me earlier, I was like, well, I'll learn the Brick Road manip. And I'm like, well, I kind of want to do a run. I don't want to do a run. What you got, JTF? What's up, man? Doesn't suck. So that should have been more, but I bonked something. I bonked something right after the proto skip, and that almost certainly made me drop the manip, because the Brick Road manip goes through Pawn Cave. So that you don't have to save again like I did. But since I bonked, I figured it would be quicker, rather than going and seeing it, just to go ahead and do it. Plus, I seem to drop it going into Pawn Cave a lot anyway. I mean, I literally learned this earlier and did it one time. Well, a single segment from the tent. I did it a couple other times from testing. Yo, I've heard about that web DRM thing. So what happened? Did they approve it? Reject it? What happened? Let me see. Oh, this sounds bad if EFF is resigning. Web DRM. Shit, dude. I hate DRM. shit, Link. Alright, so I need to watch this guy. Not that one. The same guy when we come around. Damn, dude, that's lame. Well, good thing EFF appealed and resigned in protest or whatever. EFF is super legit. Really like the work they do. Down. Okay, so you have to watch that NPC to see the input you have to do here. What's up, Richmond? Technically, we are on world record pace, but the chance of me nailing all this manip first try from memory without practicing is very low. But hey, I got the Brick Road manip first try, even though I didn't carry it into Pond Cave. That's still a success, I would say. It put me ahead of my PB. I'm gonna have to look when I open Jeff's menu, because his inventory is gonna be different. Right? Okay, it's still there. Nice, dude. I need to focus here. Ooh, man. I remember this feeling. That was a stairs glitch to go out of bounds. I can't explain it right now. I'll explain it when I can. I'm trying to focus here. It's a death warp. It's intentional. It's all manipulated though, so I can't press one wrong button. Alright, so this is a hard trick. Oh my god, can't believe I just did that. Oh man. What's up, Pensa? I haven't done this in months. This is why I have world record in this category. I know this shit like the back of my hand. I mean, I could still completely drop it in Cave of the Past, but I put so much time into this category. And seeing Uko come by and almost take it in like 2 runs, it just kind of hurt because I put so much time and effort into it. Uko tried to do, not to bash Uko or anything, but just to show how hard this is. He did this for 2 hours straight yesterday and couldn't even get through it once, and he started getting frustrated. I just did this, I haven't done this in like 4 months. I don't have any notes, and I just nailed this shit the first try. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm better, I'm trying to say I put a lot of effort into this category, and I think it shows. Like, to literally, even James, the guy I took the record from, said that he doesn't even think he could do this without practicing a lot. And I literally just fired this up and nailed the whole thing the first try. Like, that feels good. Even if I drop the rest of it, that's the hard part. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to put anybody else down. I'm just trying to highlight how much effort. Like, I ran this for months to get the record. 1 solid month of grinding once I got on console. Yeah, the fact, literally, like, Heiko knows how hard this is. The fact that I just fired this up and made it look like it's easy. Like I said, Uko did this for 2 hours straight, couldn't even get through this segment, and he started getting frustrated. As he should, it's hard. It's very hard. Getting a cramp in my thumb. Oh shit. Oh, just mash a little more. It hurts. I think it's 20, it's 15 to 20 frames, I think. It's like 5 frames on the bottom. Yeah, Stairs 2 is like 10, I think, and I think the top one is like 20. I forget. It's on like taskvideos.org or something. But that's the thing, I always talk about this. Someone accused me of not remembering the manip. They said, oh, you don't run any percent anymore because you don't remember it. Like, almost kind of saying I'm washed up. Like, I'm like, dude, I could fucking fire this shit up and I think I could get through it. So this feels good to, if nothing else, to prove to myself. But yeah, someone literally said they didn't think I remembered it, and that's why I talk about running it and then never do. Like, oh yeah, like, I forgot the inputs. It's just if no one's challenging it, why should I try to do, like, record improvement attempts? But now there's new manip out, so that's a motivation. I'm all washed up. I can't do it. I can't do it. And this is the thing. I think sometimes it's lost on people when I say, this is why I'm doing so well at the early Mondomo manip. Like, I have record in the manipped category. But then people are like, really? You run any percent? I'm like, yeah. Got the record. They're like, I didn't know that. Yeah, the run doesn't have much left. It's only like just barely over an hour. I'll stop and I'll answer all the questions everybody has. But this actually is PB pace, so I'm trying to focus. We have to get Saturn Valley as a teleport location, or we can't come back after getting the meteorite piece. Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Forgot she's dead. So that was not optimal, but whatever. Yo, Heiko with the sub, dude. Thank you so much. With Twitch Prime. Aliens gonna focus on 8%. But man, thank you so much. Supporting the channel. Enjoy the Thinking Rock. Alright. This is a scary place in any percent. You don't have a rabbit's foot. You don't have anything. Super focus. That's why you menu buffer, kids. Not too bad. Good teleports. Whoops, fuck. I can't believe this is happening on a fucking D-Rust run. I'm gonna be sad when I drop it in Cave of the Past. But this shows what I'm capable of. Because I didn't even do the new manip right for Brick Road. I had to stop and do a separate segment for Pond Cave. Yeah, Nemi's wild. He had record for 22 months. Boobies. Oh man, I'm scared about the Gygus fight. I should probably take it slow. I have time to save there against Record because of how slow I went, because I knew Record was on the table, and I slowed down my inputs. So, even if I go slow, I won't lose time on that segment. I think I lost like 7 seconds against my previous PB, because that was like... I had to go fast, because that PB was almost not a PB before the Record. I can't believe this is happening. But I'm gonna drop it. Like, it's gonna be sad when I mess it up. But hey, if I can do this on a D-Rust run, just think of what else I can do. Like, this was backup cops. I bought an extra sandwich. Like, just, you know, because I was just kind of like, oh, whatever. You know, casual D-Rust. Nice and quick slow. Okay. But yeah, if I drop this, I'm not going to be upset at all. This shows me, at least, I still got it, you know? Which is really all I wanted to know. Like, for everyone who was wondering, like, can he still do it? Edit menu slow. The first round, I've probably lost my muscle memory. I'm gonna take it slow. Like I said, I was gonna go slow on the bat, and I didn't. Oh man, my hands are shaking. That's correct. I hope I don't mess this up. Holy shit. Holy shit. Thanks, Marquez. 1B, 1B, 1B. 1B. One B. Holding steady wins the race. I might actually be saving time against PB here on the input speed on Geigus, because I was so nervous the first time. So 1B again. 103 has been a goal of mine, to say that I had the first 103, so I have the possibility to do it. So just don't screw it up. 1B, 1B, 1B. Deliberate inputs. Next one is 0Bs. Thank you, aliens. Thank you, everybody. Zero Bs. Thank you, Zwiggy. No Bs. Next one's 2 Bs. Not as nervous as when I got this PB, but I am nervous, not gonna lie. My mouth is not dry. Two bees. Deep breath. Three bees. Three bees. $741 is no bees, 8 something is 1 bee. $1653 is 2 and then 1. $1618 is 3 then 4. But 1653 has that clone value that got Uko. That just happens sometimes. I seem to get 1618 more than anything. 1653, 2 and then 1. 1618, 3 and then 4. What do we got? Three and then 4. Four bees. I was very careful not to screw that up. World record, baby. World record! The very first 103 on a D-Rust run. That's what we call record defense. Record defense, son. And this was a pretty bad run. Like, I'd messed up quite a few things. Yo, what's up, Alex? Yeah, world record on a D-Rust run. I haven't run this in like 4 months. Record defense, son. I mean, Uko can still take it, but at least now, it'll be a little bit harder. Can't make it easy for him. Yeah, and so for everyone that thought I forgot the inputs, there it is. I didn't use any notes, it's all from memory. Like, I earned this. I earned it. And to see, like I said, I wish Uko the best, but just to see him come in and almost take it on his second run, I was like, man, I ran this for months. Oh man, this water's good. Oh man, thank you for all the hype and the support, everybody. I cannot believe I just did that on a D-Rust run. Like I said, he can still beat this. He can still beat it. Because I messed up the, oh, toot. Doodaloo. I messed up the new Brick Road manip. I did not carry it into Pawn Cave. I had to stop and do a separate... I had to do the old Pawn Cave manip because I bumped something after the proto. Flip skips were good, but I bought a second sandwich like an idiot. Oh, I got lucky. I just got lucky. Oh, man. Wow. That is wild. So, got the first 103. That was a goal of mine. Because I like seeing him do it, I'm like, well, you know, because I always say, like, oh, maybe I'll come back to this category. But I finally got it. Dude, Nolan with the $25. Dude, thank you so much. Glad I could show you all not only the fact that I do run any percent, because so many people are like, wait a minute, you run any percent? They're like, I've been watching you for months. You haven't done a single run. I'm like, I know. I used to run it. I think I remember the inputs. Okay, this is funny. I actually just told James earlier, I said, I think I could sit down and do a run without even practicing. And he's like, you probably could, man. I'm like, maybe I should. Yeah, this isn't really, like, my category. Like, I'm kind of bad at this one, right? Vegetables. I should stick with glitchless. I'm joking. Oh, well, dude, he almost took it. Uko was one prayer away earlier, which kind of like I said, I was just gonna let it go. But seeing him get that close, like something went off in me, man, and I had to at least try. I had to try. Like you know what they say, you're not like a world record holder until you defend the record. So I could either let him take it, or I could try to improve it. So I did. I'm happy. This is obviously not anything that he can't beat. He can totally beat this. He could probably beat this on his next run. But it feels good that I did it and I showed that I've still got it. Like, I'm not like the washed up dude that's just gonna let it be taken for free, you know? And I mean, I helped him learn it. I helped him learn the run, you know? If I didn't want him to do it, I would have been like crossing my arms, like, figure it out yourself, you know? Like, I wish him the best. He can take it, but I don't have to sit there and just let him take it for free, you know what I mean? And you know what? Friendly competition brings out the best in people, so. A lot of fun. Uko's a good runner. I need to put up a time a little more respectable for him to beat. D-Money, we did. This is Whirl Recce. Whirl Recce, we did. This was a record improvement by 40 seconds. On a D-Rust run. Uko can totally still beat it, but at least with this, if he takes it, like, because when I got the record, I felt immense satisfaction due to how hard I had to work to get it. You know, if it just falls into your lap, you know what they say, anything worth doing is going to be difficult. Anything worth doing will be difficult. And with how easy he was about to get it, like, you know, there wouldn't be as much satisfaction. So I'm just trying to give him a little more satisfaction when he finally gets it, which I have no doubt he will. I have no doubt that Uko will take it. But at least it's not now as much low-hanging fruit. Man, I cannot believe that just happened on a D-Rust run. I did practice the brick road manip earlier because it's new. I learned it and I did it once. I hit it a few times from Tessie, but I only hit it once from the tent that you save in. But that's probably why I screwed, because I would get the skips easy, but I would drop it. I would drop it on the way into Pond Cave. Oh, rip tech skip. Can't submit this. Can't submit this. I didn't get the tech skip. I'm joking, obviously. That's it, man. Whew. I'm all sweaty. Like, I hope that's not TMI. Man, let me save these splits, lock them in. Boom. Locked in. My hands were shaking going into Gygas, like, not even kidding. I was drinking some water, and when I reached for the water, my hand was trembling. Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti, world record holder already, mom spaghetti. Oh man, that was fun. Aiko, you did. We went up the leaderboard a bit. Aiko, you were one of only 3 people to bop me in glitchless. You were the first, I think. you, Fortunato, and Toucan Sham, but technically Toucan Sham, I bought him first, and then he bought me back. You and Fortunato were the only two people who came up from below me that I did not bop first. Because Toucan was above me. I bopped him, and then he bought me back, and then I bopped him yet again with my my 154, or 154, my 354. Pretty fly for a Frank guy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Disney World! Disney World! Yeah, thank you. And this was a bad O-net. I had to do backup cops. Since it was a D-Rust run, I bought an extra sandwich, but I only pulled out 200, and I was $1 short for the cold remedy, so I had to pull out another $1. The cliff skips were amazing. I dropped the spray can earlier. I dropped it when I used the key so that it was one cursor movement, and then I only got the pop gun because I did the Brick Road manip. So shout outs to Fawner on the Brick Road manip. Excuse me. My golden meteorite, that was insane. But man, that was insane. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh yeah, and I dropped the new Brick Road manip. I mean, the fact that I even got all the Brick Road skips after literally just learning it earlier when I was watching James. So I got the skips, but then I bonked on the walk down out of Brick Road, and I knew that it was almost certainly ripped. So I went ahead and just saved it the phone and did the old Pond Cave manip, which is Daniel's manip. So okay, someone was asking about what happens, but I was in the zone. So what happens is with the stairs glitch, we manip to get a cold in the fight, and then we run away. Because when your health ticks down, you get a text box that pops up when you're like critical status, like about to die. It's like, hey, you're about to die if you don't heal. And if you get a text box pop up as you are transitioning onto the stairs, there is like a 15 to 20 frame window, I'm not sure the exact number, when you're walking onto the stairs where you sort of lose control of Ness, and he takes like 2 or 3 steps. The game kind of literally picks you up off the game map, like disconnects you, and then puts you on the stairs. But if you interrupt that process, that transition with a text box, which we manipulate to happen, you will be out of bounds because you get picked up off the map, but you don't get put back on, essentially speaking. And then you can use the Soundstone, which reloads the screen since it opens up the Soundstone thing. So I open the Soundstone and I mash B to close it, so you don't even see the Soundstone. And it reloads the screen, and then you hit a door and you're back in bounds. Yeah, on the 3 stairs. So what we do is we do that to go to Summers, and then we do another stairs glitch out of Summers, and we drop down the hole in Lumen Hall because that's a required trigger to beat the game. You can't just go to Gygas. You need to set up Saturn Valley. You need the proper NPCs to be there, and that also controls the prayers. I forget which trigger it is. It's either dropping down the hole or beating Nightmare. Nightmare's another one, where the Saturn Valley prayer, Dr. Endonuts will be looking for the Mr. Saturn, who normally walks up to him, but he's not there, because you haven't gotten that event flag to set it for that NPC to be there, so it just soft locks the game, because he's not there to advance the sequence of the prayer. Aliens. So anyway, so we drop down the hole, Death Warp, go back, out of bounds again, and we go to Magic Camp, and we come out of Flying Man House, because that's the furthest into the run. We out of bounds again, we Death Warp back to the 3 dungeon, go back out, take another zombie fight, get another cold, do the stairs glitch again, go out of bounds to Magic Camp, come out of Flying Man House. You can't go straight to Nightmare, because even though you can go there, remember I said you have to hit a door to go back in bounds. There are no doors in Sea of Eden, so even though you can load the area with the Soundstone, you cannot get back in bounds, so you can't interact with them. There are very few objects that you can interact with while you're out of bounds. The meteorite piece is one, and the Hawkeye is another. So you have to actually go through the whole sequence, but we manip it so there's no spawns. And so that's what I'm doing. Man, this is wild. Wild and crazy kids. So hopefully I answered all your questions. Man. On a D-Rust run. Cannot believe it. But yeah, so a little bit of history. I started running EarthBound back in December. I started watching EarthBound speedruns in July of last year. Sweet aliens. So I watched EarthBound for about 6 months or so. What was it? July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. So I watched 5 months of EarthBound speedruns, and then I decided I'm going to speedrun it, and I'm going to learn... Actually, I was kind of learning Onet Manip with the idea of doing any %, but I wanted to see if I could learn it first. Learned Onet Manip in 3 days, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go try cliff skips. Got those. I'm like, I'm just going to learn the rest of the run, and I was one of the few people to actually learn... I think Fawner is the only other person to learn the new any % route, the completely manipulated one with the triple stairs glitch, because there's an older route where they do like I do in photo % and pajama %, where you die on the stairs and like reload your file. We do the harder one where you just interrupt the transition. Yeah, it's a crazy run, Richmond, if you missed it. Like I said, it started out kind of rough because I hadn't even gotten out of Onet yet. I was doing glitchless attempts, but I was talking about any %, talking about just made me want to do it. So anyway, I started running in December on emulator. I did a few runs, and then I got a few PBs up until I got a 107.16 on emulator. It was my first run without dropping manip, and that actually bopped James, who had a 108. Daniel had the record at the time with a 104.55. He himself had recently bopped Nemi, who had the record for 22 months. Nemi routed his own Onet. So anyway, when I bopped James with the 107, I basically said I'm done until I get console, and I didn't get on console till March, so I sort of took a break. And I guess that inspired James to run the category, and he bopped me back by taking world record. I introduced a few little changes and stuff, like I pioneered the bread roll skip, and I took the 34 Bs out of the Gygas fight. I optimized some of the movement. If you go back and look at like Daniel's VOD or Ari, so shoutouts to Ari, Aurelius obviously too, who routed all of this from either the second or third stairs glitch through the rest. And he had world record for like 2 weeks apparently. But if you go back and look at the original movement, it was very boxy, and a lot of going like straight up, straight right, when you could just go upright and cut out that area. And those little things add up. Yeah, turn 1 of Gygas was 34 Bs originally. What I came up with is doing 3 Ls and an AB before the fight, and then down BB before bashing Pokey. And people had tried. People had tried taking the Bs out. Ori tried, Daniel tried. Nobody could get it a consistent way to do it, and I settled on that method because for some reason taking out all of the Bs does not work. So I found that I could take that many out. Technically you can take out one more RNG update, but I don't like doing the you would have to do 3 Ls and an A down B, and I feel like those are more error prone. I would rather do the down cursor movement in the fight before the 2 Bs. I mean, other people do like an AB in there or whatever. So the thing is, I came up with bread roll skip because we just dropped the bread roll and taking out the 34 Bs, but James saw me doing it in attempts, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna have to do that. I saw you took the 34 Bs out, and he bopped Daniel with the bread roll skip and taking out the 34 Bs, and he actually gave me a shout out when he took world record. If you go check James's world record VOD at the end, he says shout outs to Ceriam because I don't think it would have been world record without the bread roll skip and taking out the 34 Bs, because James got a 104.42, I think. He beat Daniel by like 13 seconds. And the bread roll skip saves about 5 in any % because you don't walk out of your way to get it, and you don't turn around and drop it. Because we used to get it because this manip was built on the back of the existing Onet manip, and it just had the bread roll in it. So even though we had to drop it, it was like, well, that's just the way it is. Doesn't save as much time for glitchless, at least back when, before the early Mondo Mole stuff, because you want that healing item, so you would just have to like buy a croissant or whatever. But when James got it with my strats, I was like, oh man, like there goes my advantage. But then I grinded it, and it took me a while. I dropped so many runs on record pace, and I finally got it. So it feels good to take the new manip and put up a time. Like I said, this is not unbeatable by any means. 102 is possible with the new manip. So this can totally be beaten. But it feels good to at least put up a better time. And just to get a PB in general, I haven't PB'd in this category. I kind of jokingly the other day said I'm going to come back to any % in PB. And there it is. New world record. Feels good, man.